大家好，我是疯狗马德森。韦德最近不是借着立雕像回娘家了吗？然后就顺便在 OG 播客跟哈队还有麦克米勒搞了一期，时长2个多小时，我也翻了一部分发了，大家都知道。但是没想到竟然有人在里面做文章，说韦德10年本想叛逃迈阿密去芝加哥的，多亏了老詹打电话才回了迈阿密。这个某些论坛上的新闻，有人问我核实真实性，我本来觉得大家应该都知道的事情，就没想翻的。但是没想到有人连这也能做文章，那么我就跟大家说一下。韦德其实说的是，那个夏天有很多球队有薪金空间拿下2个超巨，比如快船、篮网、公牛、热火、尼克斯等，也有很多超巨出现在市场上，比如韦德、波什、小斯、勒布朗等。然而韦德从未想过跟勒布朗组队，他的偶像是科比，他的目标从来都是击败对手。如果去公牛的话，那么将会是韦德、布泽尔或者韦德、波什的组合，他肯定是要击败勒布朗，而不是跟他组队。最终确实是勒布朗给韦德打了电话，想要在迈阿密抱团，但是不是勒布朗促成的，是热火队在没有任何消息下偷偷促成的。因为当其他球队想拿下2个超巨时，热火密谋的是3个超巨。这些事儿怎么到了某论坛的新闻就成了詹姆斯拯救了韦德叛逃迈阿密，想要加入公牛了呢？而且从韦德的话里可以知道，波什也是韦德找来的，因为他和波什早就想过合作。我想某论坛是想推翻之前那些众所周知的事儿。韦德波什原本就定好了组队，是勒布朗横插一杠的。韦德波什确实想过组队，就像韦德所说的，这确实是那个疯狂的夏天里面的一种可能。况且韦德光明正大的说了，因为芝加哥是家乡，所以确实有为家乡效力的想法，就像哈斯勒姆一样。而且哈斯勒姆猜逗了，说你们抱团，我别说为家乡效力了，我工作都差点丢了。下面大家还是看视频吧。
How did you all put this big 3 thing together? Seriously.
Yeah,
like I
right.
played on a team, I still don't know the answer. So the people at home really need to hear the answer.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sure everyone has their own version, first of all.
All right, well, tell us
No
the
better
real
version than yours.
Yeah, and I'm sure everyone has
The only
their own
version I know is the version that my ass was almost out of here.
You weren't gonna let that happen, were you?
Man, my man was gone already. I had to, you know how you can't hear somebody going so far away? Like, you deep. You deep. No, my man he was like, I'm out of here. Yeah. But no, I wasn't gonna let that happen. If I could do anything about it, it wasn't gonna feel right. But you know how it happened, man? Conversations. It happened. LeBron, give credit to LeBron. He was at a period in his career where he started seeing, he wanted to see something different for himself. And so because of that, you know, this guy coming off, we all was in 7 years of our career at that time. So we all have done some amazing individual things. I think he had 2 MVPs at the time. Mm-hmm. I already had my finals and my MVP. I'm straight. I'm sitting back like one day the HOF called me. But it was a time where we had already won. We already experienced what that was. And then we went through losing. We went through rebuilding. And I was tired of that. I was actually leaving Miami at that time.
Really?
I didn't think that nobody out there that we could get was going to help us get to that level. Not that they weren't good players. Yeah. I just didn't think it was enough. So we had conversations.
There's levels of
like this is free agency.
No doubt.
We are looking. We are free to go and experience like what we want. And at that time, I wanted to be a part of a team that could win. And for me, my hometown team can win. So I was like, man, I'm going back home. I'm going to Chicago. I played 7 years here. I won a championship. It's time to go to the next. And for me, that was my mentality going to free agency outside of Miami. Now, of course, Miami was still in there for me. But I got that call, man. I got that call from number 6.
And the funny thing is I heard the Chicago thing with you and LeBron.
Yeah, it was a lot of scenarios. It was a lot of different scenarios.
Hold on. I want to hear this. How close were we to being in Chicago or somewhere else?
It was a part of the conversation. Because I think what people don't remember is when we went into that summer, every team did what they needed to do to get 2 star players.
Yeah. And that's when all you guys were taking all those trips, and everybody was going to visit like these different teams.
Yeah, these different
New York
teams.
And
the Brooklyn Nets now, the New York Knicks, the Chicago Bulls, the Clippers, like all these teams that everybody had, that Chris had, that I had, that Amari had, that Brian had, they all had a chance to get 2 star players. Yeah. So Chicago looking like, hey, all right, now I don't know the truth of the conversation, what I'm not privy to. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, I was like, if I'm going to go to Chicago, it can't be me and Brian. I got to beat Brian there. They're going to take him before they take me. But it could be me and Chris, or it could be me and a Boozer, or whatever it is, right? It couldn't, because I never thought about playing with LeBron. Yeah. It wasn't. I didn't think that was possible, first of all.
I was shocked when it happened.
You and me both.
Shocked.
And plus, it's my favorite person besides Cole, like to compete against. I'm not thinking about playing with him. I love our matchups. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I got a call. Wow. And the call was, Brian was on the call, I was on the call, our agents was on the call, and it was explained to us on that call that the Miami Heat quietly did enough so they can get 3 star players. Wow. And that's when the game changed.
Pat Riley, I'm telling you.
Andy,
him and Andy.
And Pat.
Oh, my God.
And it was quiet. It was no ESPN, no reports, no breaking
Everybody
news.
else was talking about it.
Everybody was talking about that. The Heat was quiet. And so I was thinking 2 players go to a team. When they hit us with that, I was like, so you get that little quietness on the phone with Brian. I'm like, oh, okay. So what you want to do? And so we went from that to like, let's get in person. Let's have a conversation. We had already knew the other player, if it was 3 who we would like to play with. His name was Christopher Bosch. Chris was represented by the same agent, Henry Thomas, at the time. And so we just kind of like let Chris know, like, hey, we having this meeting, talk about some stuff. Let's talk about it. And so we had a secret meeting, secret location. It may come out in one of the documentaries somebody did. We'll talk about all that. But it was some real fire.
It was in Miami?
Nah, it was secret location.
Yeah, I was going to say. It
was cool how we did. You know what? I got a production company. I may just do a movie on just like 24 hours of the big 3. And now if I do it and show y'all how we all met up, it was fire.
It shocked me because, like I said, I was in that same free agency class.
That's dope.
And I'm sitting there and I'm on the outside looking in, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, D-Wade and CB going to Miami. I'm like, woo! That's gonna be. So I'm actually about to sign with the Lakers.
Really?
I was about to sign with the Lakers. It was Phil and Kobe. We were calling like blah blah blah, this, that, and the third.
Okay.
And I get a call from Bron's camp and said, "What you about to do?" And I said, "What you mean?" So I was like, "You're going back to Cleveland, clearly."
Right, clearly.
And I'm
right.
like, man. So the GM of Cleveland starts calling all the time. He goes, "No, just be patient. 2 days, you'll find out." I said, "Oh."
This is all happening in real time. So we already knew that we were going to, so I think we signed on July 7th, and let's say LeBron was July 8th. Yeah. We already knew these things once. Well, we hoped that LeBron was going to do his thing. Like he said he was, then he went silent. So I didn't,
no, he went quiet?
He went quiet for about 3 days. From July 4th, I ain't hear from Brian from July 4th when we all agreed that we were going to do it on July 4th. I remember where I was at. I was in South Carolina with my wife. She was shooting a movie. I went and hid under some, like the little beach thing. I don't know why I was hiding. I went and hid under there to take the call. And that's when we decided on July 4th. But I didn't hear from Brian no more until after his decision.